Dwayne was facing 26 years in prison for aggravated criminal sexual abuse, victim under 13, but always maintained his innocence. However, after sitting in jail for 5 months, Dwayne pleaded guilty to a lesser charge of indecent liberty with a child. Now, years later, Dwayne is married to Crystal, who says she not only needs to know if her husband was a child predator back then, but if he is one now. Take a look.
I don't think my husband is really capable of hurting children. In the beginning, when we first met, he told me about what happened. He was never hiding anything about it. Back in 2002, he pled guilty to indecent liberties with a minor. So he said he pled guilty to this crime, but that he didn't do it. And I need to know if he did this or not. I understand why he would plead guilty, because of some stuff that was in his past before this incident. So my family wants me to not believe it, because my relative says she sees things that are making her question, did he really molest this child, or did he not molest this child? We have a 1-year-old together, and I mean, I've seen them interact together, and I don't see anything different than what a normal dad does, but I have other people telling me that they see it. When he gives her too many kisses, or he loves on her too much, or he's too affectionate towards her. He does little things like touch her on her arms in a different way that doesn't make them comfortable. So I don't want nothing to happen to our daughter we have together. If he fails, then I have to go. I have to take my daughter and I have to go, or he has to go. If he fails, he'll never be alone with her again. Well, what really gets me emotional is the fact that I see how much he loves his daughter, like, not in like that kind of way, but he loves her like he plays with her. They play and do what dads do with their little kids. And I don't want him not to be in her life, but I have to know the truth for her benefit. Because if he did do it, I don't want her to have to go through that. But she deserves to have her dad around, so I just have to make the choices that are what's best for her.
Dwayne, have you ever sexually molested a child?
Yes, I have.
You have?
Yes, I have.
So you're admitting that you're a predator?
I'm not a predator. When I was between the ages of 11 and 13, I molested a family member.
When you were 11 years old?
Yeah.
Okay.
The family member and I were really close. She was younger, but her and I, we would do everything together. Would put her in the bathtub with me. We'd take baths together. Wherever she went, I'd go. Wherever I went, she would go. And I think it was back in '91 when we moved to another state is when the family found out what I had done. I admitted to what I had done. Ever since what happened with this family member, I've lived with a tremendous amount of guilt and shame throughout all of these years. I can't shake it anymore. I can't get over it. The family member and I, we were friends. I lost my friend because of what I did. Back in 2002, it was brought to my attention that another sex offense crime was being charged on me.
What did the detective tell you that you did?
He told me that I fondled a young child.
Okay. Did you do it?
No, I did not.
Okay.
And
so somebody was looking at you for an allegation
right.
to begin with,
Right.
And then this charge comes up. Do you think that it was somebody who was just making it up against you?
Yes.
Okay.
Because of my past.
Okay. So you find out about the charge. You go against your lawyer's advice. You speak to detectives alone, I assume.
Right.
And you end up pleading guilty, right?
Yes, I did.
Why'd you do that?
Because of what happened with my
What
younger
happened
family,
when you were younger?
my younger family member.
Right.
I felt like I deserved it.
And how long did you go to jail for?
I was in the county jail for 5 months, 4 days, and then later on I ended up breaking probation and was sent to prison for 11 and a half months.
So you did like a year and a half in
16 months, yeah.
jail and prison. And you were facing 26 years.
Yes.
And because you pled, they gave you a lesser charge, right?
Right.
When you were in county, when they put you in prison for 11 months, did you regret your decision about pleading guilty?
I've always regretted my decision.
Because now you're what, a felon?
Yeah, I'm a convicted felon now. I ended up serving
Are you a
10 years
registered
on
sex offender?
No, I came off the registry in 2013.
The conviction stays
The
with you
conviction
forever.
stays with you forever.
So now you're here, and I see the tape. You're married, and you have
I have a 1-year-old daughter.
a 1-year-old daughter, and you want to take a test because your wife now is wondering.
Which she has every right to be. She has every right to have just an inkling of doubt in her mind.
I need to know the truth. I love you, but I need to know.
I don't blame you.
What gives you the 10% doubt that he might have did it?
Just little things and things in the back of my head and people talking, and
So it's other people chirping that makes you sometimes.
mostly makes me.
Yeah. Do you have any fear that he might have touched your daughter?
I don't know, but I want to clear the air.
Okay, Dwayne came here, took a lie detector test, and we broke his test into 2 parts. The incident happened in 2002, and then whether he's doing any thing with your daughter. So the first one I'm going to cover is the 2002 incident, and we asked Dwayne, did you ever touch the child you were accused of in 2002 for your own sexual gratification or pleasure? Dwayne answered no. Did you ever perform oral sex on the child you were accused of in 2002? He answered no. The results came back the same to each one of those 2 questions, and it came back that Dwayne told the truth. There was a consequence to pleading guilty, and I understand you were a much younger man, you had guilt, but that's a tragedy that a life was lost here. We go on to give Dwayne a lie detector test whether he did anything with your daughter that you have together, and we asked, did you ever do anything sexual to your 1-year-old daughter? Dwayne answered no. Did you ever touch your 1-year-old daughter for your own sexual gratification or pleasure? He answered no. And the results came back the same to both those 2 questions. And it came back that Dwayne told the truth.
I don't know if you heard me or not, Steve, but I'm finally free.
Well, and I think, especially you, Crystal, you're going to have to make a decision at some point. If people keep talking in your ear, you got to cut those people out of your life. You have to say, either you accept me, my husband, and how he raises his own daughter, or you got to go.
Right.
And you can't be around me, because
Right.
when people are doing that, and especially now after he's proven his innocence,
Right.
then all somebody's trying to do is tear your family apart. And
Right.
you can't allow that.
No.
How do you feel right now?
Like a great weight has been lifted off my shoulders. I've been wanting this day to happen for a long time, Steve. I've wanted this lie detector test since it happened. And I was refused to take one. I just want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to come in here and clear my name.
I hope that you can go on now with your life, raise your daughter without interference, love her. And like you said, we all want simple things in life. I think a lot of us do, especially as we get older. We don't want the drama. We don't want the conflict.
Nope.
You want to be in peace.
It has lifted all the worry I have had, in anything that anybody has said, I can put it to the wayside. It doesn't mean nothing to me now, because I know the truth.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.